Okay, welcome to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Why did it stop? Okay. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section or the chat and let me know if the downloaded message is resonating with you. So the message is people don't change for the truth. They change when a lie is costing too much. This is piggybacking off the energy of last night, but it's a general energy in the collective. Um, we can't, well, we can. We do it all the time. Let me just phrase that. We, how can I put this? Let me hold your hand as I say this because I'm trying to be delicate with the message. Why? Because I want it to land, not because I want to force anything on you, but I want the message to land. What's up, sis? Good morning. How you doing? I'm here with a live downloaded message. So take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. I know you probably working, so I don't expect anyone's full attention. Just, if you come on, you pop on, and you got to get off. Come back and check what do you call it? The recap or whatever they call it, right? So the downloaded message is this, and like I said, I'm being gentle. I'm holding your hand when I say this. Lower your expectations at this point for people to nothing. Nothing. Not lower them down, put them down for now. Just get rid of them. Get rid of them. The only time you should have, I say, an expectation is if someone is giving you a reason to have the expectation, meaning demonstrating something, not a wish, not a promise, not a lot of yapping. They are actively doing something for you to have an expectation of an outcome. This is not denial. This is not delusion, wish, or prayer, or you projecting yourself onto someone else, saying, if this was my circumstances, this is what I would do. No. I'm talking about someone who has low to no effort in your life. You may be in no contact because there's reasons, whether it's them, whether it's you, whatever. Lower your expectations. Okay, sis. Um, we as people spend a lot of time. We struggle with change, just like the people we want to change. We struggle with change too. We struggle with. Okay, put it right there on the floor. Hand me the flat package though. Thank you. Appreciate
The
you.
Tom's thing wasn't hard, just how much I had to grab onto it.
Okay. All right.
Annoying.
Okay, I'm all out. Thank you. Put this in my bathroom. So it's time to lower expectations for people because, and here's why. Because people, you have what you feel is unfinished business with them. You didn't have any closure for them. You had a lot of hope. There was a lot of potential. There was a lot of emotions, a lot of feeling, a lot of passion. Even love was involved. But that person didn't actually show up for you. That person did not consider you. That person did a lot of other things, whatever that is. And it was conscious decisions. A lot of times, in our friends and family and romantic relationships, we all have people who have what they call what is it, weaponized incompetence. When they fake, they don't know. When we give them passes, oh, they were hurt. They don't know how to care, but yet they know how to fix this. They know how to play that game. They know how to, what I'm saying, hang out and do all other stuff. No, it's a conscious choice. What's up, Black Cherry? It's a conscious choice. You know, I ain't trying to call y'all on here to moderate, right? Sorry. I just had a download, but it is a conscious choice, right? That they go and do the things they choose to do, but part of their choice did not involve you. And we could no longer, I will say this, we should no longer make excuses for people. We should not no longer put up with excuses from people. We got to let them be them and let them go. I have a mentee, right? So I've been telling her these messages, right? I ain't paid. I'm not a therapist for her. But I've been explaining this to her because she holds on strong to people and gets very disappointed all the time. And it's usually the same people. Sometimes it's a different person, but mostly the same people. And this has been going on for years, not just a little bit. And I redirected her to a therapist, but it hasn't been consistent, right? So she still comes to me, and I'm just like, I don't really know what it's going to take for it to sink in, for it to resonate with you, that you have to let people be what they want to be, right? We cannot force a person to change. And that's why the title of this download is the only way people will change is when the lie is too much, meaning it costs too much to keep that lie or that denial or that delusion up. It costs too much, meaning they're losing things. They may be losing opportunities, money, homes, cars, whatever. Tangible items, relationships, whatever. They have to lose something. Because what happens is people, you try to explain to them over and over again what they need to do different, what they need to do better, but they're comfortable with the decisions that they're making. There's no motivation for them because whatever they got going on is not disturbing them, it's just disturbing you. And so when you realize that, because it takes a while, sometimes it's not immediate with everybody. When you realize, wait a minute, they don't have any desire to be different, to change, to improve. They have no desire to transition to a better them. Now you got to check yourself. Hey, Aya, what's up, lady? Now you got to check yourself. Yeah, let me get likes and shares on this, y'all. And just regular, but we just talking. We just talking. Um, you got to allow them to experience what it is they aren't willing to change, for them to see it for themselves, with no expectations of them coming back to you with "you were right," or "I will do better," or "I will be different." They may never change. We really do have to stop the narrative as if they were meant to be, it will be, and they'll come back. Because it gives you a false sense of holding on to somebody who is unwilling to put in the effort that it would take. Or they are willing to leave you alone for whatever long period of time it takes. You know what I'm saying? For you to actually learn to live without them. You know what I mean? And today I was just scrolling. Sometimes when I got downtime, I'm on that damn Instagram. And Instagram was Instagramming today. And these messages and these downloads was coming through with all these different people, but men especially. And I was like, yo, there is a profound shift happening with people when people are no longer holding on to um, things and people that don't serve them in the emotional, mental, financial, whatever space, spiritual space. When we start to realize that we are leaking energy, we are leaking emotion, we are leaking mental capacity onto things and people to the point where it's depleting us. we got to start, we got to get into self-preservation mode, not let me go harder for them mode, let me prove myself some more to them mode, when they are putting absolutely no effort at all. No effort at all, right? So, you know, and the other thing is, I spent a lot of time in my past trying to convince people to do better. I no longer try so hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't try so hard anymore. I could get passionate in a conversation that we're having, but I'm not going above and beyond on a situation that I've probably already gone above and beyond anymore. I have learned that I need to conserve my energy. I have learned to hold it back. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind giving collectives. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind giving my downloads, my insights, my thought process, sharing other people's information. I don't mind. I don't take it personal no more. That's the thing. I stopped taking it personal. And the reason why I say I had to stop taking personal, because I would plead with people that I love. Like, please, you got to change. You got to do better. Look, take this route. Try this thing. Do that. And they would be like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. And I don't mean like I throw a suggestion out and I expect you to absolutely go and do it. No, that's not what I mean. Like, it's a specific problem that they have. And a potential solution comes up maybe in our conversation, or I have an idea and I give it to them, and they just don't move on it at all. And it's they have a significant issue and they don't move on it. And it's just like, wow. And I realized that a lot of people are very comfortable in their dysfunction. I am just not comfortable in their dysfunction, right? So what I decided, and I gave myself some grace, was that let them have their dysfunction. That's what they like. That's what they're comfortable with. You know what I mean? What that truth that I'm telling them, it does not resonate. Does not make them feel good. Excuse me, I'm opening my package while I'm talking to y'all. It doesn't move them. And this thing is huge. Damn. This is not what I thought. Boy. You know, I wanted me a nice small wallet, right? That holds a lot of stuff. I got me a nice big old goofy wallet. Damn it. Not what I wanted. I would have got a little strap. I guess it could serve a purpose. Anywho, I'm off topic. But I had to learn and accept that just because I think what I think doesn't mean that it's right for that person. Also, I learned that people make decisions because they came here to learn lessons in life. And sometimes the lesson is going to be, damn, so many people told me to do better and I didn't. So many, I had the right information, but I didn't act on it. Sometimes their lesson is to realize that they should have moved on something that they didn't move on. Hell, I've learned that lesson many a times for myself. Like, damn, so and so did tell me I should have. Fuck, I should have did it this way. I should have tried it that way. If I had only remembered what they had said to me, I might have been a little further along in this particular process or situation. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me, we really have to remind ourselves, before I try to get in control and put my hands all over this situation, pull it back. Pull it back. Let them, this is the epitome of let them do what it is they want to do. If they don't feel like it's for them, it's not. I'll tell you what, I'll give you my I'm gonna give you a personal situation. My husband saying to me, I need to lose weight. He is not wrong, because he don't want to see me get sick. I have to do the things I need to do. I have to take accountability. I got a plan. I got some support. but I have to do it. He can't do it for me. He's not asking me to lose weight because, oh, I want you to look a certain way. No, he want me to be healthy. And I can appreciate that. I don't take that criticism as non-constructive. It's very constructive. And he right. I'd be healthier. I'd feel better. My knees won't hurt so bad, I hope. you know? And I'm with him on that. He ain't wrong. I ain't arguing. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do better in that when it is problems that people are unwilling to solve, we can detach from their problem, release them, allow them to go do, work it out, and not be married to the outcome of their problems. Not be concerned with if they do it or they don't do it. Because ultimately they gotta live with whatever that is. You want some hash browns?
Huh?
You want some hash browns or eggs?
Oh, I'm making myself some stuff right now.
Okay. What you making?
More quiche and hash browns.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot I left those in the toaster oven, so I was like, oh, okay,
All
I should
right.
reheat them.
Did you take them all the way up, or you just took what you need?
The quiches?
No, the hash brown.
No, because there's still hash browns upstairs.
Got it. So, with that being said, and like I said, I'm holding your hand as you hold my hand, and as we talk about it, we have to make these decisions to release situations. And it doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't make you feel instantly relieved. I mean, you can have some relief when you let it go. I will say that. Because sometimes the worry does not just instantly go away. It may come back in cycles. They may have a repeat conversation with you, or you may witness them doing badly because of the choices that they make. But when you release your expectations about somebody else's life and their choices, hash browns. Yes, girl, some hash browns. You actually realize, I know for me, I have realized that a person not listening to what I've suggested that they do or change about their life, um, has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like if they don't listen to me, it's fine. They don't have to. And I'm not gonna be broken up over their decision. Um, I might not like it, but it is what it is. Like people have to do what they feel like they need to do. And I gotta be okay with minding my business. You feel me? Like it's the best place to be in your mind is minding your business. Somebody does something that's self-harming but won't listen to anybody. It's still not my responsibility. And I have to accept that. They will. And like I said, no one will change until the cost of that lie is outweighing what truth they've been told. They might get into the coulda, shoulda, woulda vibe, but that's on them. That's on them. If you are a spiritual person, and most of y'all are on my channel, um, deliver the message anyway. If you feel the need, deliver the message anyway, but detach with it when you're done. Say what you got to say and let it go. Some of these people that we have to talk to and deliver our truth may be our own children, maybe our parents or whatever, but we have to say what we got to say and then we got to deliver it and then release what the outcome can and or will be. And then a lot of times I find this typically happens for me is that depending on who the audience is, when I deliver the message, they file it away, and when the opportunity or the time or the choice presents itself, they remember what was said and then they act upon it or they don't. And then a lot of times they'll come back and say, guess what I did? And I'm like, wow, you did that. Good for you. Because ultimately, their win is their win and their loss is their loss. And that's not my business unless they make it. But yes, so, I mean, that's my little downloaded message this morning. I just hope that we go on, when I reflect, even my colleagues and friends, when we reflect on the energetic shifts from the time I started this channel and before to now, there is a stark difference in energy shifting. There is a big difference. Like, um, when I first started, it was a lot of comeback energy. A lot of, you know, they want you back, they want you back, they want you back. And don't worry, they coming back, they coming back, they coming back. I heard that from other readers. That shit landed on my table. People circle back. That's what the cards would show. They circling back, they circling back. Now, oh, all I see is the roadblocks. All I see is the karma. All I see is them getting, making bad choice after bad choice and kind of stuck with the choices that they made because it pulled them away from your truth, from being with you, from being in your umbrella of protection. It pulls people away. The more further they drift, the further away you drift. Why? Because y'all are no longer on the same frequency. Maybe when you met, you were, and then you parted ways in some way. And people are not able to find their way back. It's kind of like they lost at sea. And they're not necessarily drowning, but they're keeping afloat, but they're getting further and further away from shore. You know what I'm saying? And so now we have a lot more, I feel like a lot more readers like myself. I listen to a reading and go, damn, did she or he hear my reading from last night? Because this is the same energy. Everybody's the wave, it's a wave. It's a wave. And I don't think it's a trend like a fad. It's a wave of release. It's a wave of transition. It's a wave of let them the fuck go. They're not thinking about you has been coming out a lot lately. Yeah, I get that they are thinking heavily about you, but there's nothing they can do about that because they're caught up in other situations that are now completely distracting them. Like, I feel like people have gotten themselves in really deep in situations they can't easily get themselves out of no more. So they think about you real, real hard. But there ain't nothing they could do about that. And that's why it comes up on my table. You're gone. You done left the building and you left the situation. That part comes up real clear. And then the consequences of them not either being with you, choosing you, or what they chose. I think all of that, a combination of that, is leading to people suffering because they're suffering the consequences of their choices and actions. And spirit, I was telling I was talking to Carmen the other day, and Carmen's like, yeah, I'm not interested in the past. And I said, I get it, but what I see is that spirit is letting us know, in case you had a soft spot left for this person, in case you were wondering, yes, they are getting their karma. Yes, life is lifing for that person. Yes, you are clearly on their mind. They may be fixated, they may be a little obsessed, but there's nothing they can do. That's what's been coming across my table and a couple other people. There's nothing they can do. They can't get to you. Um they haven't detached from the estrangement that they're in. And it's like spirit got a grip on them because they weren't willing to change. They weren't willing to grow. They weren't willing to improve or show effort, right? And because they had no willingness to participate in your connection, um and I don't think this is like karma just because they did you the way they did you. It's really about their choices and or actions and spirit reflecting that for them. So it's not necessarily about you, but it could be. Meaning Spirit could pay them back. I believe that's possible. I believe that's very possible that Spirit is like, oh, okay, I gave you a gift and you ruined the gift, or you harmed the gift that I gave you. So here's your punishment. Some people do get that. Some people are very divinely protected that when people do them dirty, their consequences are harsh and y'all see me? Fucking fuck. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. No soft spot. Can y'all hear me okay? Because I just got a spam call. I was like, not answering that. Okay, good, good, good. So, yeah, I do believe that people get karma from specific people like earth angels that they harm. People who came in and gave them love unconditionally, kindness, support. And you turn around and you shit on that person and you think that you're going to walk around scot-free and that the consequences of your actions do not come back to get you, baby, you are completely delusional in your pride, in your ego, and ultimately you going to suffer. Not suffer, suffer for that. Okay? It's going to be agony because you look left and you look right and shit just crumbling. I do believe that. And I've seen that happen to people who have done me dirty. I just step aside and mind my business. And Spirit will be like, look, see what I did? Let me let me show you. Look, 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 look. Look what they doing. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, holy shit. But there are times that people are just going to get it because that's who they are. And then some people's karma bank takes a little bit of time to build up to the point where everything comes crashing down on them at once. Like to the point where when you find out or you hear about it, you like, ooh, damn, they did that. Wow. And then what happened? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, it happens. But a lot of times they don't necessarily learn that it was the way they treated you. They may not learn that. They just may learn, oh, I'm going through something. I bet. I bet you are. Yeah, you just step back and get out the way. Let them have what it is that they think they wanted. It's okay. 9 times out of 10, when you realize and you don't fight for it, you see how if you stayed in the situation, how bad it would have gotten. That's the other thing that I think that a lot of people miss when they're in the throes of a relationship that they wanted so badly. They don't realize that when they finally like move away and actually get a different perspective of the situation, kind of like Hangman, but not in it, you actually see, oh, this person was never for me. They was never going to change. And they were probably going to harm me if I gave them another chance. You know what I'm saying? So keep keep those things in mind when you're thinking about situations with people and you're thinking, oh, if they could only just understand my truth, if they would only hear what I'm saying. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you, and that's okay. Let them. Let them. You know what I'm saying? Let them. They'll be all right. And whether they are or not, they'll be all right. You just have to focus on you, love on you, pour that energy, that same loving, nurturing energy that you were gifting to this person out of the kindness of your heart. Turn that inward and watch your life. Watch life spring forth. Watch everything you touch prosper. Watch you become so abundant. Watch what you do transform people, places, and things around you. Like everybody gets a little different light from you, or your aura is just like astounding. It will change. I'm telling you, the one you start loving yourself more, it changes. It changes the way you see yourself, and the way people receive you as well. Because then you got boundaries, right? But you also exude love. So don't let people like that cloud you or close your heart off completely. Just let them be a lesson of where you should put or how you should apply pressure and energy. Put that pressure on you, but in a good way. That gentleness, that softness. Radiate that abundance back. Don't let anyone dim your light because they couldn't show up for you, or they had low effort, or they had all these toxic issues and problems that had nothing to do with you, nothing you can do about, and they're just one decision away from changing, but they refuse to. Let them be. Okay? Yeah, hell yeah. I say that all the time. Don't catch them strays. You out here and you over there trying to block what this person is supposed to be getting, and you gonna catch them strays. I'm glad you brought that up, Black Cherry. You will catch them strays, and you be wondering, why is my life going down when I've been making the right steps? I'm doing good things. It's going down because you taking it. It's going down because you over there worried about stopping somebody else from getting the lesson that they were supposed to get. Stop trying to stop them. Just stop. Just stop. All right. So that's the downloaded message. I hope that the blackout message, download, whatever we gonna call this, I hope it resonates with you. Understand that we are all not wired the same, and we really got to take the us out of them. Meaning, stop projecting how you should act or how you would act if you were in their position. They are not you, and you are not them. If you can do that, you would stop expecting somebody to be different because of their circumstances. You will stop expecting them to behave better because they got a certain karmic lesson. Some people don't ever get their lessons. Some people just doomed on this earth to experience karma, karma. They may whine and complain about it, but they also don't change. You got to accept that. You're for your own sake, you're going to have to accept that. And that rest of that, they have to get. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna bid y'all adieu. I'm gonna catch y'all tonight. We'll be on tonight. And yeah. So go about your day. I hope y'all have a good one. Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. I'm glad y'all could. I just jumped on here, you know what I mean, with not too much preparation, but I had to give y'all the downloaded message because we get caught up in trying to change people, and there's no reason for that. We got to learn that there's no reason for that, okay? So y'all be easy. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.